Water is a precious resource that must be managed carefully to ensure a sustainable supply is available for generations to come. The challenge today and in the future is how can we realize the tremendous opportunities provided by unconventional oil and gas while being respectful and mindful of the finite resource of water. Shell believes this challenge can be met, and we know we play a key role in helping to find workable solutions. So the question is, how do we responsibly manage water in our operations? At Shell, we have a set of 5 operating principles that govern how we do business. In support of our principle to reduce potable water use and ideally eliminate it, one of the first steps we take in each of our operating areas is to develop a water management strategy, which requires Shell water managers to perform an exhaustive examination of short and long-term water needs, potential water sources, and economic viability of these sources throughout the evolution of a project, opportunities for recycling and sharing of water, plans for the treatment and disposal of whatever can't be reused, and overall risk mitigation. Then the team looks at how to transport the water to the well, identifying potential storage requirements and ensuring we minimize our overall footprint. After each option has been considered and the overall water strategy is developed, we share it with stakeholders, including local governments, landowners, and First Nations, then collaborate to gain their insights and address any concerns before we seek regulatory approval to proceed. Once approval has been granted, construction of the first phase of water infrastructure begins. Often, this includes a water hub, a surface pond that is designed to store large volumes of water at a central location in the field. The hub is supported by pipelines that carry water to the site. Once the construction of the water hub and associated infrastructure is complete, we're able to begin storing and transferring water, realizing many operational benefits, including decreased water truck traffic, which reduces our overall safety risks. Early in a project, we source water from lakes or rivers. Large submersible pumps are used and fitted with fish screens to minimize any impact on the aquatic environment. In more mature projects, alternative sources are used, such as produced, reclaimed, or wastewater. Hoses or pipes are connected to the source, where a surface pump pushes the water to the next location. After being diverted, the water is transferred through underground or above-ground pipelines to either a storage reservoir or a central riser site. From there, water can be distributed to surrounding well sites via above-ground lines, with the type of line used determined by the source of water. Where possible, a reinforced lay-flat hose is used, helping Shell to reduce any permanent footprint on the landscape. From front-end planning to execution in the field, safety and environmental protection are core values to Shell. It starts in the planning stage with Goal Zero, our commitment to achieving no harm and no leaks. When it comes to water operations in the field, this commitment means constructing water reservoirs using durable liners to limit potential interaction with groundwater, and grading to prevent surface runoff. A thorough service testing of all pipelines, including lay-flat hoses, before we start to pump. Installing monitoring and safety equipment. Implementing rigorous water testing and preventative maintenance programs. And having a dedicated team of highly qualified people on site who truly care about operating in a safe and sustainable manner. Once the water is received safely at site, it's carefully managed to ensure that only the water that is needed for hydraulic fracturing is used. In addition, Shell attempts to reuse any flowback and produced water in upcoming hydraulic fracturing operations. And where possible, collaborates with other operators to share any excess water volumes. Finally, if none of those options are feasible, the water is tested to ensure it meets specifications that allow it to be released to the environment or to be disposed of at an appropriate facility. Managing water, from initial assessment through project development, construction, and eventually operations, is an incredibly important part of our business and something that Shell takes very seriously. Shell believes that resource development and environmental protection can coexist when the principles of sustainable development are applied. And our commitment to minimizing and ideally eliminating fresh water use allows us to ensure this vital resource is available to future generations.